This is such a good question, so I had to make a quick video on this. Okay, so the question is, this is from a student. I'm 13% through the course today. Would you recommend finishing the course so I have a solid overview of the process before actually building lists, or do you recommend actively building while working through the course? Okay, so that's a great question, and this is something that I think when you're going through a course, guys, hopefully the program has like some steps for you to follow, okay? And so in my course, if you're logged in, okay, and you're looking at the curriculum, you're going to see that at the end of each curriculum, there is action steps, okay? Every module has action steps, okay? Now, why did I put action steps in here, okay? Like, let's look at this one right here, Module 1. So once you go through Module 1, your action steps are to, watch the lessons, create your first list of leads. And there's a bunch of notes here, okay? Here is why I put action steps in the course. If you go through the entire course without actually completing the action steps, what is ultimately and most likely going to happen is you're going to get to the end and you are going to feel completely overwhelmed. Why? Because you're learning an entire business. It is a lot of information to consume. That is why I put action steps in the course, because number one, if you take action immediately after you learn, you're more likely to remember it. And number two, you are actually making progress towards your first deal as you complete the course, okay? Because here's the problem with courses, okay? Many people will buy a course, myself included. They will consume the content, and then they do jack diddly squat. They do nothing. Don't be that person. I have been that person. And so this is why I put action steps in the course to guide you so that you actually know what is the work that needs to be done, what is the work that needs to be completed in order to get a deal. Okay, so if you're a student and if you become a student, please listen to this because this is so important. Do not consume the entire course without completing the action steps. Do not skip that part, okay? That's why I put them in there. Complete the action steps as you go through the course so that you can, one, make progress towards actually getting results, getting a deal. And number two, you will learn more through your own experience in doing the work in addition to the information in the course, okay? If you are only watching the videos and not doing anything because of what you're watching, you're missing the point. You're not learning everything that you can. Experience is one of the best teachers. Now, my experience I share with you to shortcut your learning curve, okay? So I hope that's clear and I hope that makes sense. That is a great question that my student asked, and I just had to share that with you. And that goes for any learning activity you do, whether you're in my course or not. If you are setting out to learn a skill, a job, whatever, learn the content, consume it, whatever, but then go act upon that which you learn. If you do not act, if you do not do any work, then you have learned nothing, okay? So, hope that makes sense. And if you're an old student or if maybe you got sidetracked, please go back through, go to the action steps. They are a guide. They will tell you exactly what you need to do in order to get your deal, okay? All right, that's all for today.